Dr. Hester. So, Dr. Laney, I'm going to let you go ahead and start this thing because we are so excited about it. And I'm going to turn it over to you so that I can let other people in.
All
Dr.
right.
Laney.
Well, I just want to say happy Sunday, everyone. I'm Dr. Lee Laney, MD. I'm a gastroenterologist and I'm an ordained elder. And my wife and I, we are so excited about going forth with financial fitness. My wife, Kim Laney, is an inventor. She's a digital marketer. She's done all kinds of things in her life to impact people's lives in terms of marketing and sales. And we think this company is going to be a life-changing scenario for many people. Along in our lives, we have not been people that were financially fit and financially literate. We came from poor, modest backgrounds, like many of you on the line may have. And we were not really taught as younger kids, as young adults, we weren't taught about financial literacy. Many of our family members were just not educated and knowledgeable of the area. But tonight we have someone that is knowledgeable and is going to impact our future going forward financially. Let me say a few things about our guest, Dr. Apostle Myron Hester. Dr. Hester is from Chicago. He's a man of God. He's a pastor, and he is an entrepreneur. He has come into this company and is helping a lot of people with financial wellness, financial fitness, and financial literacy. And he's an 8-figure earner, and he is an exciting person to be around because he's doing that thing that I hold so dear. He's giving people hope and encouraging people. So without further ado, I'm going to bring him on the line. Kim and I, we have gotten involved with him, and we already are seeing quite a change in the way the company does so many wonderful things for people in just 1 week that we've been involved. So Dr. Hester, I'm going to turn it over to you. God bless you. Take it away.
Thank you. Yay.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Lee and Dr. Kim. I so appreciate the both of you. So grateful to be here. Happy Sunday to everyone. Unlike Dr. Lee, I'm not a medical doctor, but I got my doctorate in divinity, and so I appreciate his profession and all that he's done. He and his wife are definitely amazing leaders, especially to invite you guys here on a Sunday and have you here. Just a little bit about myself outside of what he's already shared. I've been a pastor for 18 years. I've been in ministry for over 25 years. And one of the main things that really bothered me back in the day was my credit score was a 482. And, you know, Kim, I was traveling the country, preaching all over, casting out devils. You know how we do it, prophesying, and you better get your name, that good name. And there I was with a 482 credit score, right? So I said, Lord, I can't challenge people to be people of a good name, and then I'm not being integral with my own name. And so I got involved in this company 2015, and I wanted to get married. I met my wife in 2015, and I met her in 2014, but 2015 we started courting. But I was like, I was not going to give her my last name with my credit score like that. And so to fast forward, ended up getting in the company, got my score up from a 482 to a 761 in little as 4 months. And immediately I just went and bought a ring 6 months in, and we spent about 6 months courting and got married, right? And ever since then, God has blessed us. We've done tremendous in this business. I became a 7-figure earner. My wife became a 6-figure earner. And we were able to buy our home. I'll show you that, how we did it in just a minute with this opportunity. We have 7 children. Unfortunately, I lost my son April 4th to a fentanyl overdose. And we've been grieving and grieving properly, but we're still helping people and doing what God has called us to do. April the 4th was a nightmare, but I've been able to bounce back. And now we're here meeting people like Kim and Dr. Lee and you guys as well. and we're looking forward to taking this thing to the next level. So I'm going to jump in with these slides here and take some notes. If you got any questions at the end, feel free to let me know what those questions are. So UWE is the company that we are a part of. And you're going to learn the power of financial literacy as we share today. So over 20 years in the financial industry, products and services designed to help families across the country. We'll talk about that in just a minute. And we're leading by example, guys. We're a completely debt-free company with a dedicated and consistent team management. Now, the first thing I want to let you know is that we have a mission that was almost stopped, and the FTC shut down a lot of companies some time ago. Actually, and they included us in 2022. And all the credit companies, many of them are not open back up. But we were one of the ones that were able to open back up. Why? Because we had our stuff in order with, as far as the nonprofit organization, which we're going to talk about in just a minute, that actually handles the credit repair. Legally, guys, anybody who's doing credit will get themselves in trouble if they do not have a nonprofit organization handling the credit repair and not taking upfront money without other services. And so we're glad to be doing our mission with UCES, which is our nonprofit organization. And we have services, guys. Our protection plan membership have a strong track record of working with customers to gain their buying power back and to take their position and actually being able to go and invest and do the things that they were not able to do because of negative credit. And another thing that I wanted to share as far as our vision and our mission is that we combine superior customer service, excellent pricing, consistent results, and the education needed to deliver the best results to our customers. So some of the things that we do, we educate people on the matters of finances, how our credit score is calculated. And so this is just to show you how your score actually is accumulated. 35% is your payment history, whether you're paying on time or late. 30% is your credit utilization. You know, some people have high utilization and they don't think it bothers them, but it actually affects your credit score if your credit is being reported as high utilization. 15% is the length of credit you have, which can actually hinder if you're doing business with real estate and things like that. We found that out the hard way. However, we were able to accumulate a substantial amount of income, which allowed me to put more money down on the house to avoid a high interest rate. 10% is your new credit increase. We tell people not to run your name if you're not able to actually get it. One or two inquiries are not bad, but after about two or three, you start to paint a picture of yourself. And guess what? The lenders don't want to deal with people who constantly get rejected. So, and then 10% is the type of credit that you have, your credit mixes. You want to be able to have a mortgage, credit cards, maybe a car note, a mixture of things that you're actually paying on to actually help build your portfolio. And you can restore your credit, guys, by using the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It gives all Americans the right to know what is on their credit report and to dispute or investigate any item that is negative on your credit report, even if it's yours. And so what we want at UWE, by using UCES, which stands for United Credit Education Services, we want to help build your credit. We want to help you protect your future, organize your finances, and help you then finance your future as you protect your families. And one of the ways we do that, guys, is by using our protection plan membership. I mean, tremendous value. I didn't think that the things that were on my credit could be removed, but I got into the organization February the 7th, and within 4 months, my score went from a 482 to a 761, just challenging things. I did not know about a HIPAA law. I did not know that credit errors or erroneous items automatically have to be removed. I didn't know after 30 days, if they do not respond, that have to be removed. And lastly, I did not know that collection agencies must prove the original documents that you have signed when doing business in order to hold you responsible for the debt that they're calling you about. Other than that, your information is being purchased by secondary credit bureaus Innovis, Nexus, Lexus, CoreLogic. And these are individuals that buy your information back and forth. Well, guys, protection plan that we have is here, and it's going to help you out with that credit restoration, monitoring, debt payoff system. We're going to help you pay your debt off with the system that we have, and it accumulates a strategy for you. Credit builder. All right, you're not just going to get negative items removed, but you also want to be able to build your credit so that you can be positioned to get your buying power back and be more credible. One of the other things I want you to know, guys, is about our YFL program. It's called the Youth Financial Literacy Program, which we educate children between the ages of 18 on the finances, or rather the importance of financial literacy. All right. And what we do after they've allowed us to come into their school, we as a company give them a check for allowing us to come into their school. And then the students that are seniors, 18 years or older, that are on their way to college, we actually allow them to write an essay and choose some of the greatest ones. And then, of course, the number one person who wins will be flown out to our convention. The company has given away over 2.5 million in scholarship funds. And so there are a lot of students that's going to get scholarships from being a part of our program. So there's a couple of dollars of the payment of what we pay every month that goes towards the YFL to help children actually finish and further their school. And then you're going to get access to Rocket Lawyer, Financial Lockbox, Credit Attorney. You can learn your net worth. Wouldn't it be wonderful to tell your grandchildren about how much you're worth? We sit around and talk about LeBron James and Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, how much these guys are worth. Well, what about learning what you're worth so you can talk to your grandchildren about that, and the family can talk about the network that you have? That'd be super powerful. Identity theft monitoring. Listen, identity theft is one of the busiest, one of the most aggressive, most violent crimes in America that's less talked about. And it's a blue-collar crime. It's not talked about enough, but every 2 seconds, someone loses their identity. And then we want you to know about our will and trust. I really push this because a lot of people don't take it serious. We have celebrities who have left this earth with no will and trust. It's baffling. I still can't imagine why. But Aretha Franklin, Michael Jackson, Prince, Tupac Shakur, Barry White, Chad from the movie Black Panther. These people died with no will and trust, and their families are now in court fighting over their belongings. So for $179, guys, you're going to get 14 services. A customer will start at $179, and then they're going to pay that $89 a month payment moving forward. Now, you see that $9 that goes to the United Credit Education Service, our nonprofit. That's the company where that's going to help other students get their further their education moving forward. So you're going to pay $89 a month for all of those services to help get your buying power back. Now, guys, you're here because Dr. Lee and Kim Laney, they want you to see this information, to see how we help people, but how you can help people and yourself at the same time. This is a turnkey referral business. And I'm telling you, you're going to get your own websites, 2 websites, one for your customers and one as an agent. All right. Online back office. We call that our bank account. Professional marketing materials. We have a media hub where you can get flyers, pluggers, strategies for social media, commissions, rewards, and bonuses, live agent and customer support, tax advantages if you sign up with your business, and weekly pay as an agent, and life insurance that you can earn up to $100,000 in life insurance. Guess what? Without having to have a medical exam. Now, I want to throw this out here, guys. You're not going to be fixing anyone's credit. If you join this opportunity, we don't fix credit. We're not a credit repair company. We're a financial literacy organization. And I like to say it like this. When you join, you have a staff that's already prepped and professionals that will be working for you. All you do is refer people to the platform, and the company takes it from there. And when you think about this, guys, 16.5 million Americans are making additional income with the gig economy anyway. Uber, Group Hub, Airbnb, Turo, People are making money on Facebook, Facebook Live, monetizing their pages, YouTube. There's so many people figuring out ways, drop shipping, right? A lot of ways to make money. And UWE is in that category with an aggressive comp plan that I'm going to go over just right here, just now, so that you can see how your life can be changed. All right, you're going to get direct commissions, holding bonuses, generational overrides, additional product commissions, customer acquisition bonuses. And then we have a reward program that when you've accumulated so many customers, you get to go into the medallion and the R&R Club. And the R&R Club is called the Rest, Relaxation, and Retirement Club. So guys, when you sign up a customer, when you bring in a customer, you're going to get paid $100. That person goes and watch this. They pay $179. Have you ever heard of this? And the company gives you $100 of that. Okay. The company gives you $100 of that up front. You get paid every Thursday. All right. You get $100 once someone sign up at $179. All right. Moving forward, every time they pay their $89 a month bill, the company's going to pay you $12 in residual income. And that's for the life of that customer. As long as that customer is active in your back office, getting their services occupied, patronizing the actual protection plan, you're going to get $12 in residual income. All right. All right. So moving forward, let's check this out. $100 direct commission, $12 in residual income. And watch this. Once you get 5 customers or even 5 business partners, all of your services will be free. So you're not going to be paying the $89 a month payment. Once you got your 5 customers, everything that is here will be free for you. Okay. Now, when you come in as a business partner, you're going to get a customer acquisition bonus once your new business partner brings in their first 2 customers. All right. That business partner goes out, gets their first 2 customers. The company pays you a customer acquisition bonus. And I'm going to show you the amounts. They go from $100 to $560. And you're also going to get an indirect residual income off those customers that your business partner brings in. $3 every single customer that your new business partner brings in residual income. So for the life of their customers, you're going to get residual income of $3 every single time they pay their bill. So this is how the customer acquisition bonus looks in action. Hey, I went out and got a young lady by the name of Elizabeth. Elizabeth signed up 2 customers. The company goes out and says, Marlon, good job. You got a great person. Here's $100. You get paid for bringing on great people who build their business and help other people at the same time. Now, that new agent just got paid $200, $100 each customer. But what if you were a field trainer? Because guess what? You get paid according to your rank. The higher you go up in rank, the more you get paid when that new business partner signs up their first 2 customers. So I'm a senior vice president in the company. Once I sign up a new business partner at the rank that I'm at right now, I'm going to get paid $530. Guys, what if I signed up 5 people in 1 week? We just calculate that very quickly. That's $530, all right, times 5. Especially if you got someone who's coming in. If I got 5 people, sign them up as business partner, all 5 go out and sign up their first 2 customers, I could easily do $2,650, just $2,650. So $2,650 just from bringing in 5 people at senior vice president. Now, if I timed that by 5, if I did that for 5 weeks, right, that actually turns out to be $13,000 a month. If I wanted to make a monthly income of $13,000, it would be important for me to go ahead and work my way up to senior vice president. And all I need to do is do 5 people a week, and that will help me make a substantial amount of income and more. Now, that's just the basic number, but you got a team that's working with you. Let's just say the lady I brought in goes out and signs up. She just duplicates the system, right? She goes out and said, Apostle, I'm going to get my own business partner. Her business partner goes and signs up their first 2 customers. Guess what? She gets paid her $100. But the company turns around and say, Marlon, it's working out. I see the duplication. Your customer acquisition bonus is $530 as a senior vice president. But because you're a new agent, who's an agent, just got paid 100, we're going to give you the remaining balance of your own customer acquisition bonus. So I'll still get paid $430. What if I had people on every rank in my organization, which I do? So that 13,000 that you just heard, that's the minimum. Because if you got a business team of bunch of individuals getting promoted, working, helping each other, helping other people, all of us can create a substantial amount of income for our families and for our communities. And this thing goes all the way up to $560 at Pinnacle Senior Vice President. Now, remember, once you get your 5 people, your services are for free. All right. So you're going to get $100 direct commission, $12 in residual income, $3 in override residual income, customer acquisition bonus, depending on your rank, from 100 to 560, as you see over there. And I'm telling you, it's an easy build. And this is where it gets real in our close. My wife and I reached this level of senior vice president. She became a vice president. So there are 2 incomes in one house. Can you imagine being a vice president doing 100,000 in business, and the company now says, we're going to give you a percentage of that volume of 100,000 in business that you and your team, Mrs. Hester, that you're building. So that's an extra $1,500 that my wife will get on her check. Now, you saw all of the other things that we're getting. This is a bonus that comes with everything that comes. Then I turn around and become a senior vice president. So there's a vice president and a senior vice president. Mr. Hester, we're going to give you 2.25% of the million in business volume that you and your team has accumulated. Dr. Lee, Kim, watch this. The million in business also includes my wife's 100,000 in business. So she's a part of the volume of the big picture. So you can have multiple checks, guys, coming into one home if you and your spouse wanted to build this business together or separately, right? $22,500 is what I'd receive as a monthly infinity bonus every single second Thursday of the month. So every 30 days, that bonus is put on my Thursday check for the second Thursday of the month. So you get paid Thursday. And that second Thursday, boom. If you're a sales director and above, you're going to get this extra money right here. Every single month, we never missed it. Here's what I did. I took the $22,500 and I would put it up and just live off of what I was making, $17,000, $18,000 a week. I mean, the income is so aggressive, guys, and I'm not exaggerating. I put that money up every single month, and watch this. We decided that we wasn't going to lease anymore. We moved out of the house. We thought it was going to be a 7-day close, and it turned into 4 months. I called COVID almost died living in the hotel. But this is my wife and I finally. I was 353 pounds, eating unhealthy, depressed, and I finally got out of that hotel. I've since lost so much weight. I'm now 279 pounds, going for 240. So it's all about health and wealth together. We are really concerned about developing a wealthy life because of the health that we have on a personal level. And my wife had her turn to sign the documents. And there we were holding up our sign, grateful that we finally got out of that situation. What's my point? My point is that I was born in the projects. I got raised in Cabrini Green projects. This was always a dream of mine, to get out of the projects. And if I'd ever have a family, to make sure that my family lived a better life than I did. Now, as a pastor, I stood up in front of people. I've heard people testify. And at one point, I'm not going to tell you a lie, I thought I would never, ever be successful. I knew I was a great preacher, but I was going home poor. I would wait on honorariums. Just how a person lived from one check to the next, I was going from one honorarium to the next. I did not want to live off church money. I wanted to be successful. This business was put in my lap by my spiritual son. I rejected him 3 times. And I'm serious when I tell you this. I'm so glad that I finally said yes to UWE. It has literally changed my life. I'm able to, help other people. I've been able to give some great birthday gifts to my family. Most importantly, I went also and retired my mom, because what I did, guys, is I took my mother and signed her up, and I started building a team underneath my mom. She started talking about going back to work in her 70s. And I cringed on the inside. So this business allowed me to retire my mom. I got her a house too. So I put a big down payment on a house for her. And so I'm pretty much able to take care of my mom, and she's an apostle as well. And we're doing ministry together, and I got my time freedom. I'm with my kids all the time, and I don't miss a thing. I don't have to miss any games. I don't have to miss anything. The only thing I miss, you guys, is Junior. And God is healing us and giving us peace. And it was something that I told him that I would do when I left corporate America in 2000. I told him I would never, ever allow people to have that type of control over me. I got fired in front of him on Bring Your Children to Work Day. And at 19, he said, Dad, you kept your word. I haven't seen you work a job ever since. I said, son, I live by faith. The just shall live by faith. And the Lord has been kind to us. So that's my time. I'm so grateful to get this opportunity to share with you guys. And I hope that it has been a blessing to you. So get back with Dr. Lee and Kim and let them know, guys, that you are ready to get started, and welcome to the team. Dr. Kim, back over to you. Thank you so
All
much for
right.
having me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Hester. Your testimony is amazing. We were blessed by hearing it. I don't know if anyone has any quick questions that they may want to ask, but I'm going to tell you this. I joined this thing, and because look, I don't ever want to see another family member in my family die without a will or or insurance or financial lockbox. All of these things, there are so many services available in this thing. And I'm telling you right now, I am blown away by all of the things that they make available to you for this one low price. But before we go away, before we go, we want to give honor to Dr. Hester for speaking to us, for sharing, pouring out his heart with us. But we also want to give honor to Dr. Helen for introducing us to this.
Preacher
And
daughter.
if Dr. Helen is on here, we would like to have her just say a few words if you would like to close.
Exciting times, guys. Whether you can see me or not, I know you can hear me and you can absolutely feel me. This excitement is so contagious. I literally just got off another Zoom call, and my phone, their phone, this particular Zoom as well, we need a fire extinguisher to put all the excitement out. I'm telling you, I cannot beat people off with a stick. So we just launched another group out of South Carolina, my home state, and they are excited. So guys, I know without a shadow of a doubt, this has been a rich Zoom call on tonight, and you need to get involved with this opportunity. I don't want to, overcook the grits, like one of my mentors likes to say. But, dreams, that's what's been resonating me all day. And dreams are not the things you see in your sleep. Dreams are the things that make you where you can't sleep. That's what your real dreams are all about. And so you got to ask yourself tonight, what is the thing that you are still dreaming of? Or did you get caught up in the hype of life where somebody said you're too old, or you're too black, or you're too white, or you're a woman, or you're a man, or you grew up on the wrong side of the tracks? You don't have the same outcome because you didn't have the same outlook. What are the things that have stopped you from dreaming and being bold enough to do it one more time? I had to ask myself when the person that invited me on this line, which is Apostle Dr. Myron Hester, I'm so super godly proud of him, his resilience, his tenacity. And as I sat in service today, and we had a long day of service because we had to serve. So we was there for 3 services today. But every service, my heart was just so heavy with joy. And I just wept like a baby because something is breaking inside of me. The water is breaking. It's a spiritual breaking, if you can relate to that. And they were heavy on my mind, the sacrifices they have made, the doors they have kicked in, for people like me, my family, my 9 children that you see on the screen there, my husband, and for all of you that's on the line dreaming a big dream, or at least willing to. And if you are that person that perhaps you're low on faith, I want you to borrow it from me. Because life, I understand, can life sometime. Life was life, and right before I was exposed and gained access to this opportunity. And I'm just so glad I got out of my own way. I'm so glad that I said, you know what? I'm going to trust the process one more time. I'm going to believe in myself one more time, because I was almost fooled by the failure of life by having breast cancer with 7% chance to live a few years ago, and just really being so depressed, so discombobulated that I didn't know whether to whine my behind or scratch my watch. How about that? And losing everything, my husband and I, but our faith. And I'm telling you, it's moments like that when you're living in a hotel, and for a couple of nights we were living in our car. For a long time, we were suffering in silence and so humiliated because we had to use food stamps to feed our kids. We had to depend on the system, a system that I swore when I was coming up I would never be on welfare again. I would never be in a consignment line begging for clothes at the Goodwill or Salvation Army for them to mark a shirt that was $1 down to 10 cents because maybe all I had was $1 to buy 3 shirts. But I found myself there, guys, so I can relate. I overstand. I know what it feels like to be scared to jump because you don't know if the parachute is going to open. But thank God I got out of my own way and I decided to believe in people one more time. And years went by and I said, you know what? I don't know if I want to do the industry again, because sometime in this industry, if I can be transparent without judgment, you can really be hurt by people. But when I met the Hester family, I knew it wasn't about commissionship. It was about genuine relationship. They have been here to pray us through, not just pray us through in the time of need, but to pray us through as we're still trying to find our way. You may have all the finances because yes, we were restored and we were redeemed in our finances, but our mental health, our emotional health, our spiritual health, and then our health of our little boy. And the Laneys who's on this line tonight, they know this story oh so well. See, that baby that I was pregnant with when I had breast cancer, well, he survived after the doctors told me to terminate him so I could live. I had him at 6 months pregnant, and not everything grew like it was supposed to. So he had some challenges early on, but then he became a healthy, beautiful baby boy. But at 5 years old last year, he was diagnosed with a terminal illness. And in this terminal illness, they did not expect for him to make it through Thanksgiving. And here it is, we've got the news on November the 3rd. Some of the first people that I called were the Laneys. And then I called the Hesters. Our circle is very small with people we can call, but how many of you can relate to when people need you? The circle is very big. So thousands and thousands of people always depend on us, but we didn't know where to turn, but we knew we had to turn to God. But we had to find the God in people. And we shared our story about our little boy. And what we needed more than anything was prayer. And not only did they deliver prayer, but they led crusade prayer calls. They got on flights to come and see us and our son that sat in the hospital for 70 days as he was dying. But then there was a miracle that happened because we borrowed faith from other people. I'm not going to pretend on this line that we weren't horrified of what would happen to our son. I'm not going to pretend that we didn't go low on faith, even though we've seen miracles over and over again. But here it is, our baby is dying. And that's why it's so important to stay connected to people like this, that when you get low on faith, whether the faith is about your marriage, about your finances, about your business, about things that you lose, whether you're grieving right now, whether you're experiencing mental health challenges, whether you're on a job that you just don't like, whether you're in a relationship with someone and you just don't like them anymore. Sometimes we all cross the line where we lose our faith and we're too ashamed to say we need help. See, my grandmother, whom raised me, would often say, there's no shame in needing help. The shame is needing help and pretending that you don't. And I'm so glad I got out of my own way. I'll say that again. And I asked for help. And the help came through the Hesters. See, never judge who you won't need. Never judge the person that you won't ask for help, because the person that you're praying for in your midnight hour might be in front of you right now as you are on this Zoom call. That just might be your earthly angel, and they have certainly been mine. So when you hear about something so good like this, you can't unhear it, you can't unfeel it, you can't unsee it. And I called the Laneys immediately, and I shared the good news of United Wealth Education. And guys, I've only been in the company a few short weeks, but everything about my life has experienced a metamorphosis, from my finances to my faith, to my family, even to my fitness. Because how many of you know that when you're healthier, you're happier? When you're making more money, you're making moves and you're blessing people and you're sowing wisdom into people's lives, it just makes you feel special. It makes you feel valued. It makes you feel like you matter. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've been a part of some really big deals in life, but I stopped feeling like I mattered until I came here. So I thank God for the Laney family. I thank God for the Hester family. If it was not for this family coming into our lives, the Delahousse Clay family, I don't know if I would have this testimony. I believe life is about timing, believing, and positioning yourself accordingly. So tonight, you have some choices that only you can make, because only you know what you need. So if not this, then what? And if not right now, then when will you decide to believe one more time? Get involved, because it's about positioning. And the people that heard about this yesterday will make decisions today. You need to make the decision today, because every decision you make, there'll be people coming under you in the next hour. We're going to do another Zoom and another one after that, and so on, because the support is so phenomenal over here. So we literally work for you. And you're going to look up and say, oh my God, how did I hit the comma club in one day? I earned $1,000. What did I do? It's because you got in position, because you decided to believe, because you decided to have faith, because you decided to move faster than other people and not question the process. You just got involved today. So please ask for the person's link that invited you to this call. And I'm sure it's the Laneys or someone that they love and that they care about, that is building their dreams and their legacy as well. So thank you for allowing me to speak a few moments on today's call. I'm honored, I'm humbled, and I'm going to say back to you, Dr. Marlon Hester. Thank you so very much for all that you do. You are truly our superhero, sir.
Amen. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Dr.
so
Helen.
much,
And
Dr.
you know,
Helen.
we honor you. We have put the link for anyone in the team. We have put the link in the chat if you want to take a look at the link to get started, and just you can get in touch with us. You can text us, call us, whatever you need to do, but don't hesitate. This is one of those things that you want to get involved in right away and get your financial foundation in order while
Yes.
you build wealth. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. We don't want to keep you long. Dr. Laney, do you have anything you want to say before we close out?
No, I just want to thank Dr. Helen for turning us on to this opportunity. She's
Yes.
one of our spiritual daughters, and
Mhm.
it's been a real blessing. We want to help people and give people hope, helping other people excel. Kim and I want to see miracles in people's lives. People have lots of needs. This company has worked so hard to help people. You just want to remember two things: position and timing. Positioning and timing has helped lots of people. On another day, you'll meet There's Alfred Nixon, who's a young man. He's only 31 years old, been debt free since he was 27, but he was able to retire his parents. He's the top earner in this company, and he's making, you know, over $400,000 not on per month, not even counting his wife. And they're just humble people, people of God, and they have just come in to help people and help people help other people. And this is what we want to do. So we put our links on there, Kim and I. You can come to those links, you can see the videos. Kim is really a genius when it comes to digital marketing. So she's going to do things to help our team. So so many people are going to come. We know all kind of groups of people. I mean, pastors, doctors, people that workers, teachers, students. We're going to go after all kinds of people to help them. And we want people to be in positioning and the timing be in the way of this people helping people movement. All right.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming on the call. God bless you.
All right. Join the movement, people. All right. See you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming. See you later.
See you. God bless.
God bless.